Hi everyone. So in this lesson, we're going to be going over object-oriented programming, what it is. It's object-oriented is kind of the foundation of a lot of languages. Python isn't known to be used for object-oriented, but you can use it, and it's really cool. You can do a lot of really cool applications and really cool things with object-oriented programming in Python. So let's start from the basics, right? Like, what is an object? You can think about an object as being like an abstract sort of data type, and it has like certain features that make that object unique, right? And those features can be either um, like types, primitive types that are associated with it, and functions. So let's think about an example in a dog, right? You can think about a dog as being an object. That dog has certain native features, right? It has 4 legs, it has a tail, it can bark, right? These are the things that make up this object, right? That are unique to this object. So what we can do is we have to declare this object, and the way that we do that is we have a class, right? Classes are ways of defining objects. So we just call the class, we call it by the name. Let's call it dog, right? These are class attributes, meaning these are variables that are unique to any dog class. And the thing is, like, these variables will exist even if we don't instantiate the object. Well, what do you mean by instantiation, right? Instantiating an object just means that we are going to somewhere in the computer's memory store a copy of this object. And in order to do that, we have to specify other parameters that make this copy what it is, right? Make it unique. So before we have instance attributes over here, we have to have a constructor. And this is the basic format for a constructor. The constructor has this like underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Then it calls, basically the first parameter that you always have to have in a constructor is itself, because basically self means that I'm constructing myself. You can then add other parameters as you see fit. So here I am adding 3 parameters that I'm saying, like, in order to specify a specific dog, right, I need to know the breed name, the fur color, and the eye color. And then what you can do is you can have these instance attributes over here that make this you assign them, so you call self dot. Basically, you're saying that the variable breed name that belongs to myself is going to be this parameter that I have, breed name. And you do the same thing for other ones, right? For color, eye color. And that's how you can construct your dog object. So let's see what we can do, right? So here, all I do is again, I say my dog equals dog, right? We declared the class dog up here, so we can just say dog. And then it's a Labrador, which is a breed name, right? Blonde, it's blonde, that's the fur color. And then it has a blue eye color, right? So this basically instantiates the object. Now, if I want to actually call my instance attributes, I can just reference the variable my dog dot whatever instant attribute I want to reference. So I can say, I'm going to print my dog is a, and then you call my dog, and then you just call the breed name variable, and then, oh, it spits out Labrador, right? It prints out Labrador. And you can do the same for both the fur color and the eye color, and then you'll get, it has, what do we say? It has a blonde fur, and then it has blue eyes, right? And then here, I think I added another one. Oh yeah, because the class attribute was can bark. All dogs can bark, right? It's not necessarily unique to a certain dog with a breed and a breed name and a certain eye color. Every dog can bark. So we can just reference the class attribute. Similarly, we could just say, if my dog can bark, just print my dog can bark. And we said that can bark is a Boolean, so you can pass the Boolean here, and then it'll print, yeah, my dog can bark. Cool. Let's go over inheritance now. So inheritance is just a way of further structuring our objects. And you could think about inheritance in terms of parents and children. The parent class is kind of like a broader umbrella for its children. A better way of thinking about this is if you've ever taken biology and you've learned about taxonomy, right? And you know that there's like kingdom and then phylum and all of these things like under and like the higher up you go, like the broader the umbrella is, and then the deeper you go, right? The more specific you're talking about. However, let's think of the kingdom Animalia, and then underneath that is insects. Well, all animals, I think all animals are vertebrates. So, or no. Let's think about bacteria, right? Under bacteria, you then have certain species. So I think it's the broader term is bacteria, and then all bacteria are unicellular. They're prokaryotes. So underneath that, you have the specific species of bacteria. So you can have, I don't know, E. coli or Salmonella, right? But they all inherit that same feature of being unicellular and not having a nucleus from their parent, which is bacteria, right? Cool. So here, this is a further example of with our dog example. So we declare the dog, and I added another class attribute called mood. It's just like the mood of a dog, right? And then we can say that we're gonna have some functions, some class functions too, right? So this one is just like, oh, it likes to play ball, references itself. Whenever you have class functions, you have to pass in self as a parameter. And then this is another, it just prints likes to play ball. So like if this is true, then it'll print this dog likes to play ball. If it's false, it'll print this dog doesn't like to play ball. And then over here, then we have a child class. And the way that you inherit is in the parameter, the child class is Labrador, it'll inherit the dog class. So anything that belonged to dog will basically also belong to Labrador. Right? Which makes sense, right? The number of legs, tails, can bark, the mood, all belong to Labrador. Again, we have our constructor here. And then I actually made two child classes just to show you that you can have multiple children inherit from a parent. So a golden retriever, again, it inherits dog, right? And then these are the class attributes of the Labrador class, right? That are unique to the Labrador class. Again, inheritance is just a way to structure our code more. So here, let's just try to instantiate some Labradors and Golden Retrievers. So all you do is you call a Labrador, you call a Golden Retriever, and then again, we had in our constructor that you have to pass in the mood, right? Because I'm going to specify the mood of my dog. Like, these variables, fur color, eye color, don't change, but their mood does change. So that's why I have to have it as a parameter. So, and then I'm going to just print the name Labrador, and then if my lab, which is the object that we instantiated, we're just going to say print likes to play ball. And the print likes to play ball method up here says that if it likes to play ball, which takes in mood, if it's happy, return true, call this. If this is true, then print likes to play ball. So over here, because we assigned our Labrador as being happy, it'll actually print this dog likes to play ball. But because we assigned the mood of the Golden Retriever to be sad, then we're going to print this dog does not like to play ball. Yeah, and then in the next lesson, we're going to continue on with the object-oriented programming. We're going to think about how to build a small database, a context list, essentially, of contact objects. And yeah, we'll carry on with object-oriented in the next lesson. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. Leave your comments or any comments or concerns or questions in the comments below. Feel free to check out the full link to this lesson, also found in the description box below. Yeah, thank you so much.